Okay. Low pressure about 25.
It is.
Collective down on lock. Anti-torque position. Cyclic center. Do you think it's...
I bring it to the right maybe a little bit. Yeah, there you go.
Clear. Personal clear.
Clear and right.
And glitch. Down. Little above 15, is it okay?
Yep. You can just pull it in a little quicker. Once you start to feel it grab, there you go. Now you can bring it down to 1200 by adding it, pulling on the clutch a little bit more. Pull on it a little more, bring that RPM down to 12. There you go. Why does my belt keep on coming down?
Weird.
That's twice now.
Now I can pull in.
Oh, when can you pull it in? When the
When
R gets to the 1. There you go. And then bring your RPM. So remember that micro switch I was telling you about? When you put the clutch in, it turns that out.
Oh, okay. Throttle to 1800.
There you go. Bring it on up. I want my sunglasses today. Bright.
I wasn't sure if you were supposed to wear them or not.
No, you can, yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, there's no polarization issues here.
okay, wait for 200 minimum, it's already reached. Needed to run the...
Yep, do the checklist. So let's read through that, just so you get more and more familiar with it.
Once we get the throttle to 30-50 RPM, we have to verify the manifold pressure is 16 to 8. The fuel flow is 50 to 65 pound per hour. Max drop is 125 when we do the magneto check. Fuel pump check, boost pump off. With the tachometers.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so are you ready to do it? You can put that on the ground, that way it doesn't slip off and you're not grabbing at it. Because I want your hands on the controls in case the helicopter starts doing something weird as you run it up. So go ahead, bring it right up to 30-50, top of the green arc.
Do we have to add pedal at all or no?
Nope, not right now. Only when we take it out do we add a little bit of pedal. Good. First thing we need to do is check our manifold pressure. What's our manifold pressure reading?
It's a little above 20.
Okay, so don't twist. You want to stay right there with the throttle.
Okay.
So to reduce that, I want you to spin that like 4 times. Yeah, the whole thing. Go ahead. Yep, the whole thing. Yep. Not the, just this. Yep, spin it to the left 4 times. 1, 2,
3, 4.
Good. And then just wait a second. Now I want you to go a little slower until you start the RPM starts to go up. So go ahead and turn it like this, about that slow. You never want to go above 1450. You're going to see the RPM get better here in a second. Good. Right about in there. See how it's almost at the top of the green, or over the top of the green? Go ahead and squeeze a little throttle off. Good. Just right about in there. What's your manifold pressure now? It's about right. 18, right?
And
fuel's supposed to be between 50 and 65.
Okay.
And then, what do we need to check next?
Magneto.
Alright, so go ahead, do your magneto checks.
Okay. So 1 click first.
Yep. No more than 125 and it runs pretty smooth.
To both again.
Yep, and then make sure it's in the green before you turn it in the next one. Twist that throttle right into the green.
And then we will go both now.
Yep.
1, 2.
Run smooth. Good. Go back to both.
Okay, RPM is up again.
Good. Next thing.
We need to split the tachometer.
Nope.
Oh, the boost pump is on.
Turn it off. We get that. Engine runs smooth. That's good.
Okay.
Then we split.
How do we do the split again
So
exactly? Just throttle off?
Throttle off, add a little bit of pedal when you do so, okay? So just roll the throttle nice and gently, just a little bit faster, a little faster, a little faster. Right there, see? That's what you're looking for. A little bit of a split, and you did great on the pedal. So that's what you're looking for. You want that disengaged clutch. Remember the systems class? It shows you the cogs and everything there. That's what that's about. All right, you can keep it at 1500. Go back to your checklist. We're done with that, and then flip it over.
Okay.
And now before takeoff flows, right? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a picture of this because I tell you to bring your camera every time. And I want you to practice this in your, let me get a photo here. When you get to your house, you can chair, they call chair flying. I'll give you a picture of, you can print out. Seatbelt's good. Thank you for checking.
Flight instruments
Yep,
correct.
remember, we'll try to do that by memory next time, okay? But keep going, yep, you keep going.
Okay. Flight instruments correct and set. This is
So what's our RPM for idle supposed to be?
1500.
1450 to 1500, yes, so 1500. Let's try to keep it right there.
Okay. Fuel quantity.
And on the collective, because the blades are moving.
Yep. Sorry.
It's okay. You're a student, I'm teaching you.
Warning and caution lights. Press a test. Oh, we have, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Warning and caution lights tested. Circuit breakers and switches in that.
Yep. If this was, you don't need to push them down. If there was something wrong, it'd be like this.
Okay. Ignition keys both. Set to both. Lights are
Yep, double check
set.
that, just, yep, it's in both, good.
Set. Timer start.
Yeah, so reset it with the left button, and then hit the right button to start it. If it doesn't start, hit it again. It sometimes sticks. You don't have to hold it, just tap it. There you go.
Yeah, there we go. Right, timer set. Throttle friction, adjust if it's required. Collective lock release. I'm releasing.
Okay. All right, if we're all done with that, are we done? Looks like we're done with it. Put that away, and then we'll unrelease the control lock. So go ahead and put that away. Perfect. And I have the controls.
You have control.
And I'll go get us over to the hover, or I'll take us right over here where we check our instruments, okay?
Okay.
Clear left, clear up, clear right. Engine instruments are operating green and normal. Everything's good. Switches, circuit breakers are set. Here we go. I'm going to enrich in this just a little bit from when I did a run up. About 2,500. I'll start pulling right in here, making sure the helicopter's coming off. See how the nose is starting to dip? You
Yeah.
feel that?
The trip.
So I want to bring it back so that the helicopter comes off straight and level so that it don't slide forward when I take off, okay?
Okay.
So, are we all set? Are you paying attention? Okay. As I pull, it's going to go over red line if I'm not careful. Feel how the helicopter's going backwards now? So I got to retrim. And then I just fix those things as I'm taking off. Straight up, high, 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 high to clear the dolly. Keep high until I know I'm definitely clear of the dolly. Then I can come down. And then I come over here and I point the helicopter into the wind. Clearing the tail to the left. I'm kind of coming over here into the wind. Alright, we got a full bag of gas. What I do now is I just take a look at my engine instruments. My manifold pressure, my fuel is about 180 degrees opposite of my M manifold pressure needle. So that's correct. I have fuel in the tank. I got to move the RPM back into the green. Fuel's good. Main rotor gearbox temp's good. Amps are good. Charging a little bit. Oil pressure's fine. Oil temp is fine. Cylinder head. And the main engine instruments over here are fine, okay? Once I've done that, I am going to spin the helicopter to the left, tail's clear on the right, and I am going to give you the helicopter. You're going to find that yellow taxi line and take us over to the hover practice area.
Okay.
Are you ready? You have controls.
I have control.
You have the controls. Good. Keep the nose there. We're just going to do a nice air taxi. I mean a hover taxi. Good. A little higher.
Right, yeah.
A little higher. Good. Right in there. That's the highest you want to be.
Okay. You following the yellow line?
Yep. You're going to always follow yellow lines for as long as you train with us.
clear.
Skids forward. A little higher on the hover.
Higher.
Just a little bit. Just right in there. I don't want you too low.
Clear, right clear.
Very nicely done, Bert. Look way ahead if you can.
There's a helicopter passing by.
Yeah, airplane's coming in to land.
Oh, that's an airplane?
Yeah,
Looks
no
like a
big deal. He's just a little low. That's why you saw it.
coming into landing?
Yep.
Oh, that's a steep approach.
Alright, we're going to go past where all this grass has been mowed.
Yeah.
Over to our nice little brown patch that's over there.
We don't want that.
We don't, no. So that means you got to really hover nicely today, because if not, we'll go forward and get into all that crap. It's been a real wet year, so a lot of grass mowing.
So how is my speed? Like
The speed is perfect. Good. Once we get past this taxi light, I want you to do a pedal turn, clearing your tail to the right, so you don't hit that other taxi light. Good. Right here, we're going to turn in. Stop right here. Yep, stop right here. And then we're going to turn into the grass. Clear the tail, clear the tail. Good.
Nice to see the plane landing.
Yep. And then we're going to go into the hover practice area, which is right about over in here.
Okay.
And then I want you to stop your hover once we get into our spot.
Oh, here.
Yep, no, I forget, you're pretty literal. Good, tweak your engine RPM, it's a little high. Good, go to the right a little bit. Good.
What was that?
What I'd like for you to do is set the helicopter down.
Okay. My RPM's a little high.
That's alright, you just look outside. Don't drift backwards.
Yep, I'm gonna try again.
Okay. Well done. Go all the way down with the collective. Good. And nice with the pedal. Very good. All right. Once you get done landing, neutralize everything. I don't want you taking off, because what happened, a lot of students will do this, they'll take off, and guess which way the nose goes. Then they panic because it's not doing what they expected. All right, so we've got this. Shake it off. That was a very, very, very nice landing, by the way. So what I'd like for you to do now is roll it up to about 2,500, and we're going to take off. I don't want to see anything jerky. Nice and easy.
25
just like you
not.
landed. Yeah, 25 is fine. You could also roll it into the green and then pull. It's up to you on how you want to do it.
I would have to roll off a lot more then.
Yes.
It's easier from 25, I think. Okay, pull pause incorrect.
Yep, pull pause correct. Pull pause correct.
All in the green.
And then it'll go a little bit faster. Yes, nice. Clear left, clear up, clear right. I didn't want to add that yet, but the fact that you remembered is fantastic. Look outside. Don't look at your engine instruments. Just use the sound. That was pretty good. All right, now take a look at your engine instruments. Fix them. Yeah, you hear that? When you start getting over RPM, just look at the gauge real quick and then just squeeze a little bit. All right, I want you to do a 90-degree pedal turn to the left, clear your tail, and set it down again. Good. Well done.
It seems easier to land on the grass because it doesn't move.
It doesn't move. It's not so. Yeah. You're doing good though. I think you do just fine on today. We'll try it later on.
Okay.
All right. What do we do before we do anything?
You look at our instruments, neutralize.
Neutralize. Yeah.
Is the camera turning on itself?
That must be. Yeah. It must be a little loose, brother. That's gonna be a heck of a thing to edit. If you hold that collective, I can maybe tighten it up a little.
There's a stitch line that I don't want it on our face.
Yeah, right. I gotcha. Okay, your controls. All right, let's do it again. Pick up, 90-degree turn to the left.
So when we are
again.
cleaning our tail, how do we clear? Like we just
Clear. So you know Yep, so you know your tail's going to be in that direction on a 90-degree turn. It's going to sweep around, right?
Okay.
You're just making sure there's nothing here
Okay. Okay.
that you're going to bang into.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
You want to be way ahead of it. Yep.
Okay.
Your
I'm
turn.
going to the
Good question.
2500. All in the green.
Clear left, clear up, clear right.
Clear. 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 Still in the green. Neutralize torque pedals. 500. Full pulse correct. Full pulse correct.
Look outside, listen to the engine, listen to it. Perfect. Double check your instruments now
All
that
in
you're
the
up.
green.
You're a little fast on the RPM.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
Don't twist quick. It'll get you in trouble. All right. Get us nice and good. Yeah, good height. Do a pedal turn to the left. Clear your tail on the right.
Okay.
And if you need to, you can always turn the helicopter to take a little bit of a look as long as you clear your tail to the left. Good. Squeeze a little bit of throttle on. Yep, just a little bit. Good. Nice. Set it down again.
Is it less windy today? Feels easier today.
No, I just think you're getting better. Well done, sir. All right. Now, you feel how we're kind of leaning a little bit because of the way the slope is? Always be conscious of that as you're lowering the collective, because if you were to slip or the helicopter were to tip,
Yeah.
you just want to be mindful of that as you're lowering the collective. You're doing just fine, though.
Okay.
All right, again, I want to do a lift, clear the tail, 90-degree turn to the left, set it down. That'll give us a 360-degree turn.
Okay. All in the green. Okay.
Looks good. Clear left, clear
We
up.
can tell we are on the slope here.
Yeah, exactly. Clear left, clear up, clear right.
Clear.
Make some noise around us. All right. I think I'm going to let you take us to the fuel pump today.
Okay.
And,
we have to get fuel
and
today
we're
or
gonna,
no?
yeah, we'll have to get fuel at the end. And I think I'm going to get us working towards landing on the dolly.
All right. Yeah, I was thinking about it the other day. It's just the dolly's nose is a little high. That's the only thing that.
Gets everybody.
Okay, all in the green.
Good.
Looking forward.
Listen to the engine. Don't stare at that instrument. Look outside.
All clear.
Good. Now bring us up. Yeah, right there's a good hover height. Now, clear your tail before you turn. Good. And set it down. Look at your RPM. Look at your RPM.
Downwind, 28, wind to Sodas.
Trying to get it right.
Yep, that's good.
I want to try again.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't look inside. And a little harder to look farther out because of the hangers in the way.
Sodas 7 Echo, left base, 28, wind to Sodas.
Good. Feels good? Yeah. Let the rest of the power out. If all of a sudden you felt like you were coming back, you could roll it on and, when we start doing slopes, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay.
All right, let's pick it up one more time. Clear the tail, 90-degree turn to the left.
All in the green. Clear. Another plane coming by. Yep. But when you have governor control, you don't have to control the throttle at all.
I know. Yeah, it's nice. Robinson does that. All turbines have that too.
All in the green. And out.
Yeah, don't stare. Just glance at that instrument and then look back out. Good. Nice. That's a good height right there. Your nice pedal turn now. Clear the tail on the right. Watch your RPMs. There's good.
What's next?
Oh, go ahead and set it down one more time or do another pull.
Okay.
This is Otis, 7 Echo, clear the active.
Get our skid straight. There you go. Good. Nicely done. All right. What do we want to do as soon as we're done landing?
Pedals.
Pedals. Very important. All right. Good. All right. So you're getting your pre-departure takeoff flow down, right? You've been going, engine instruments are green and normal, switches and circuit breakers are set. You're clear left, clear up, clear right. Now I'm ready to go. Get it up to 2500, take another quick glance at these items and then do this. Okay, what I'd like to do this time is we're going to come up into a hover, take me out to the taxiway. We're going to do a takeoff from the taxiway and make right traffic, do a normal approach into the runway.
Okay, full pause, correct. All in the green.
Clear left, clear off, clear right. Good, nice. Okay, before you make any pedal turns, what do we do?
Clear right.
Yep. Good. Take me right out to the taxiway. We'll take off from there.
It's forward.
Yes,
Clear
very
left.
important. You'll see how that comes
Right.
into play later. Now the reason why I like to keep a little bit of height is when we do pedal turns, we don't want to hit one of those one of those taxi lights with our tail. So you're looking good. Good.
Clear left.
Yes, nicely done. All right, you don't have to set it down here. You can if you want practice.
Sure, I'll try.
Okay, sounds good.
Because it's different on
It is different. Yep, just a little bit, but not much. Most of your landings have been great today.
Because you feel the touch a lot harder here.
Yep.
Forward. Up, up, up. Wanna try again? This collective is so sensitive.
Well done. But, you know, you don't have to worry about a lot of this on this because it doesn't have like ridges. So if you got a little bit of sideward movement, it's kind of forgiving on the on this stuff. All right, so it's up to you. We can do a couple more of those, or we can do a takeoff. It's up to you.
I'll do a takeoff. I want to work on my landing a little more.
Okay, sounds good. I am gonna pick your spot after you do a good landing to the aiming point markers. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm just along for the ride today. You're doing a great job. Nice.
All in the green, looking out, clear. Clear.
Very good. Nice, buddy. Watch your RPM. Don't get nervous. Remember those things you did before. Just don't forget them. All right. Before you can take off, I want everything in the green where you want it.
Okay. All in the green.
Okay. Look behind you. Make sure nobody's coming and landing that doesn't have a radio.
No one is coming.
Okay. What you could also do is a quick pedal turn. Yeah.
That would be
yeah, be easier, right?
Okay. Going in for takeoff.
Okay. Have at it. Skids
Get
forward.
forward.
Yep. Nice.
All in the green.
Looks good.
ETL picking up.
Now a little steep. This is a little steep. We need more forward airspeed.
Yep.
We haven't talked about the height velocity curve yet, but we will be soon. There's a reason why we want that.
Forward. All in the green. Did you do the radio call for takeoff?
Nah, it's alright. Nobody was around. And we're going to be making right traffic. Sounds good. If you get to 700 feet, the sooner you get to 700 feet beyond the end of the runway, you can make that right-hand turn. That'll help you shorten up your approaches. Williams Otis traffic, helicopter 28 Echo Hotels, right crosswind runway 288, Williams Otis.
700 now. slight movement to the right turn.
Little sloper. What speed do we want on those climb out?
55.
There you go. What's pattern altitude for a helicopter?
900.
How many feet AGL though above the ground level?
That will be close to 500, 900. Yep.
Yeah, 500 feet is a pattern altitude. What kind of traffic pattern do we fly in a helicopter?
Right hand.
Right-hand traffic pattern. While I was distracting you, what did you do?
Altitude gain.
Yep, so those are things I'm going to be doing to you from now on, okay?
I get lower.
Yep, just fix it. That's all you got to do, and here's your road for downwind. You can see I can get loaded up, right? Thinking about stuff, and I'm distracting you. Those are real things that'll happen to you in
I mean, I
flight.
didn't realize. I just didn't think it would be a problem.
Yeah.
So you have to be like 500 feet all the time, and
Yep,
you're just
500. Well, what the examiner's looking for in the pattern, traffic pattern, you can be plus or minus 100 feet. Anything above that, and if you don't correct it, that's no good. Now, he may not fail you on that, but it'll be something he'll speak to you about afterwards. If you do a lot of things wrong in a row, then he'll be like, okay, we
Get down.
yeah, we gotta go work on some. Don needs to work on you a little bit. But you'll be fine before I set you up for a ride.
So in Turkey, when you're getting your driver license, there's two different ones. There's automatic and stick license. I have a stick license, so
Look at
it's
that.
much harder to get a license in Turkey if you're getting
No
stick.
kidding, yeah, that's incredible. Yeah, the United States, I'm learning, is more messed up than not.
So the junkyard is...
Nope, that's on the other end, because we were doing a different pattern last time,
Two-door
right?
hangar is over
There you
there.
go. Good. Now, take a look at the lake. Now, this isn't meant to distract you. I want you to look at the lake. Which way is the wind blowing today?
Looks like I can't tell.
Well,
How do you read the lake?
so the wind is blowing in this direction because the trees are protecting the shoreline, so the wind is blowing out. So you can tell which way the wind's
What's
blowing
happening
today. Yep. Good.
You want to be at 770 miles per hour.
At the dealership. Yep. And
I need more airspeed.
that's what that's good. What we're looking for also with the wind is we can also be looking at flagpoles, smoke if there's any out there.
The bird.
Yep, yeah, maybe the bird,
There's
maybe.
the bird on my left.
Anything you can use, because we may not be always landing at an airport when we're in a helicopter, right? You could be like landing like Ray did when you guys did the boat stuff.
I see people who are like getting close to the floor, like ground, and they are throwing off some sand to see which way the wind is
Yep.
facing.
Yeah, you always need headwind. It helps you, especially when you're doing steep approaches. All right, aiming point markers is where we want to be today on the runway. I want to be right in the middle of that.
Right turn coming up.
Nobody's there. Nobody's on final. I haven't heard from anybody. Williams Sodas traffic helicopter 28 Echo Hotel is base to final runway 28 Williams Sodas. Okay, before we land, we make sure the engine instruments are all looking good and normal. In the green, RPMs are in the green, switches and circuit breakers are set. All right, here we go. Aiming point markers is where we want to be.
I'm going 60 at a 600 feet. That's
Yep.
good.
And we want to be on the center line.
Yep. I was looking at the instruments.
As you take more power out, you're going to need more right pedal.
Yeah. The wind is pushing too, I feel. Gonna have to slow down faster.
Yeah, that's good. A little steeper than I wanted you to be, but not bad. It was really good.
Okay, you're watching my tail?
Oh, I got you covered, brother.
I'm just always
You're
scared.
doing good.
There.
Good. And then just level the helicopter. Level the helicopter. There you go.
I'm watching my RPM.
Nope, that was good. Don't focus in on that. I want you to do always. My controls. I'm going to show you something. I have the controls.
RPM low. Yeah, just when I'm pulling down, I'm very scared.
Yep, that's okay. I'm going to show you what how we want to come in on that. Okay, here we are, right?
Yes.
Coming in. See what this looks like here. Okay, we're a little higher here. I'll correct for that. Okay, so we're coming in. We're on our zip line, right?
Okay.
So if we don't want to be too fast and have to slow down with a big honking thing, just slow down earlier. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
And then that way, when you get here, see I'm slowing down early here.
Can I do it?
No, I'm going to show you.
Okay.
And then you can do it. Yep. So we're slowing down, right? Look at my flare here. That's a good flare, right? But when it starts to come out of ETL, I want to like start slow, pull in the collective. Feel me pulling it in?
And level.
Yeah, right in here. That way I'm not having to do it. I don't have to have a big flare, do I? Not a big flare at all. Just nice and slow right into it. So slow down earlier, then you won't have to have that big flare at the end to stop all that momentum. Your controls. Let's do another pattern, and we'll try another approach. Your controls.
I have control. Waiting for takeoff.
Yeah, ready, clear left, up and right. Engine instruments are all operating green and normal. Good. Forward airspeed, forward airspeed, forward airspeed, more forward airspeed. Good. Then you can start climbing. Good. Now you can start doing it. And then just accelerate and climb at the same rate now.
All in the green.
Yep, that's another good check too.
Clear.
Might as well, you're probably looking at your engine instruments. When you get above the treetops, let the helicopter weather vane. Take your feet off the anti-torque pedals for a second. If the nose goes that way, fine, we'll just climb out like that. Because you'll get much better climb, see?
I see. Starting right hand turn.
Clear right.
All in the green.
What's our pattern altitude supposed to be?
900.
900. How many feet above the ground is the helicopter?
500.
500 feet. Nice. What's our allowance, plus or minus, on the 900 feet for the examiner?
100.
100.
So I have to go 70 miles per hour right now, or?
No, if you put in about lower, once you get to your altitude, you know, nose it over so that you don't gain altitude.
Yep.
50 feet before before the altitude, your target altitude, start thinking about leveling off from now on. And once you do that, if you bring it down to about 27 inches, you'll mellow out right at about 80 and 900 feet. So take a few inches of manifold pressure out. Yep, there you go. Turn right. And then right about in there with the power, and everything will calm down for you.
How come you're gaining altitude when you're making a turn?
Because the helicopters become so much more efficient with the forward airspeed. The more forward airspeed you have and power in, because you had a lot of power, was one of the reasons.
Okay, now I'm going down. I have to pull up a little more.
Just a little bit, but you wanted 80 so you could use the cyclic, right?
Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Traffic.
Don't focus in on that or you'll do this the whole time.
Yeah.
Just glance at it.
So when you're cruising normal, do you prefer to cruise high so you have more auto rotation, or?
Right here. I can do an auto from here all day long.
But you would have less time to find a flat spot, no?
That's why I'm always looking.
I see.
Like when when I do this, every time we make a turn, I always look at these engine instruments before we cross into all these trees.
Dead man zone, yeah.
Yep, dead man zone.
Should I start making a turn?
Yep.
or-
Oh yeah. It's up to you when to make those turns now. You're doing really well. So don't pull back on the stick in the turn.
I wasn't.
Oh yeah, you were, because I see you climbing. I can feel it.
Maybe it's my trim.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, what do we need to be doing in here?
700.
Yep.
70,
Start. Yep.
left
And now,
clear.
if you think you can do it from here, that's fine. You could.
I can't give
You
it
just-
a try.
Yep. You just need to do those corrections a little more aggressively. Don't cut the corner.
Oh. Oh, you meant my airspeed and altitude.
Yeah, always fly this pattern.
I thought you said
Yeah,
you can
airspeed.
cut
Now you can get to the airspeed over here, but I always want you making the turn here. Look for traffic, no traffic.
left, clear.
Yeah, you don't have quite enough to do yet with just being able to go right to a landing spot. You'll get there. But for your check ride, this is what he's going to want to see. A pattern.
I'm at 70, 700.
Nicely done. And he's looking for plus or minus 10 miles an hour on your airspeed. So he doesn't know what speed you're going to shoot this at, but he knows if you're too fast or too slow.
Yeah. I'm at 60 and 600 feet.
Ah, nice.
Gets forward.
Yeah.
I'm just getting a little more confident, I guess.
Yeah, you're getting more confident for sure. Yep. You got a nice little zip line going on here. Don't make it too shallow, don't make it too steep, and this time around slow down earlier so that you don't have a big flare at the end and have to pull in a bunch of power.
Let's get forward to the left a little. Looks like as you're coming down, the wind is pushing you right and left.
Yep. But you're flying the helicopter, so you got to make it do what you need
I'm
to do.
gonna start slowing down.
Good,
now.
right here. That's a little too slow here, but not bad.
Oh, okay.
But you're doing okay. You're doing okay.
Okay, I'm gonna start pulling, RPM a little off. Pulling more, RPM off. Level here.
Nice. Now we're a little short. I wanted to be up there.
Okay.
In that box, okay?
Okay.
So next time around, we'll work on that.
Okay.
Well done. Okay, before we take off, take a look at your engine instruments. Everything's
green.
operating green and normal. Clear left, clear up, clear right. When you're ready, I'm along for the ride.
Going for takeoff.
Skids forward. Right pedal. A little more right pedal.
Oh. It just, from my side, it kind of looks like
Yep.
I have to get a better understanding.
That's okay. Yes. Yep. You're bracketing. You're doing fine. Good. We could do an auto from here now, if we had to.
Wow. I just assume we need a lot more altitude to, get to the flat spot.
No, but there's. I'm going to show you something on our post flight. I'm going to show you the height velocity curve and why I have you do the things you do. That way you can put the puzzle piece together for yourself a little better. Good. If you let the helicopter weather vane in the direction, you'll get a better climb out of it.
Turning left. Right, sorry.
I knew what you meant.
Just
50 feet before you level off, start thinking about leveling off.
Okay, about now then.
Yeah, just work at it. Yeah, you don't have to get there immediately because then you'll level off, but you just want to be thinking about it. Keep your scan going, look outside for traffic. Williams Solis traffic, helicopter 28 Echo Hotel, right crosswind, runway 28, Williams Solis. How'd you like to mow that lawn?
We do have a big lawn too. There are people coming to.
Oh, they do it?
Like 3 person.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I couldn't have.
Do you have a big house too?
I have a big house, but not a big lawn.
America's lawn big
I
house.
know. My wife wanted a big house. I'm like, okay, but you gotta help pay for it.
Does she keep up cleaning?
No. You know who does the cleaning? Mostly me.
I'm turning right.
Yep. You can turn before you get to that, The only thing you're doing, if you make these patterns too big, is wasting your hops time. Because we need to do approaches. You already know how to fly straight and level pretty well. Yeah, she's, my wife is American, a woman. Yeah, they have their own ideas, right? And we tolerate it, mostly because we've been beaten into submission, but I think it's going to change here in the United States pretty quick when it comes to that, because women are starting to find out that they can't find men because we won't put up with a bunch of their bullshit.
Yeah.
My wife's, there's certain things I accept from my wife. Oh, now I'm on video camera. Now you can like blackmail me.
I can turn these off. Blackmail you. That's funny. The ship is over there.
Yeah, so we made this one a little wider, which is fine because it gives you time to think, gives us time to talk about things.
So
but if you want to shorten these approaches up and you feel like you can keep up, then you can not have to make them as big if you want. You can be closer to the airport, but just remember, everything compresses time-wise for you then.
Okay. Are we ever going to do like vertical landing? Let's say we are in a big city with all these big tall buildings. So you'll have to do full vertical landing there, won't we?
You can do vertical, but that's the thing I'm going to show you later on of why it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
We won't do vertical landings, but we will practice steep approaches, and it's close to. Most helicopter guys don't do vertical takeoff and landings.
Yeah.
If they don't have to.
I see those people helping at construction sites, and I saw a video. The guy was lifting like a roof material.
Yep.
And in between the tall buildings.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to do those things, but it's risk reward, right?
Yeah.
For us, we're not making $1 million. In fact, you're spending money, right? So if I don't have to do a vertical takeoff, I don't do them. Okay, final. Take a look. Anybody coming?
Clear.
All right, I'm going to start working radio calls in for you here.
Williams Sodas traffic, helicopter 28 Echo Hotels, base the final, runway 28 Williams Sodas.
Put me right in that box on the same kind of approach you just did last time, Burke.
Okay. I'm a little slow. Is that all right?
Just all you need to do is kind of fix it. If you need to be faster, then speed up. If you don't want to be faster, just hold the 60 until you get to a spot where it makes sense. Now, don't come in too shallow, because you got to contend with these trees then.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dead man's land a little bit in here, right?
Yeah.
Spotty spots, spotty areas to do auto.
I should probably start descending now. Am I descending too fast?
You're doing fine.
Skids forward.
Yeah.
Fine. Going down.
Now we don't want to do a vertical descent, remember?
Okay.
We're not doing a steep approach. But you are fixing it, and you are putting me in the box. You did a great job. Good job, not bad. Hold me in a nice stable hover. Once you get there, I'm going to take the controls from you. My controls.
Okay, you have
All right, so you've done 2 approaches. You've done 2 approaches. The last 2 approaches, one was a little short, and that one was a little long, but you caught it with a steeper approach at the end. I want to fix that, because we don't want steep approach.
Okay.
See how it's hard to see those trees with no leaves? Take a look at the tree with no leaves.
Yeah, really hard. I see people crashing into electric lines. They don't see it.
They don't see them, yeah. All right, so I'm coming in, right? We don't want to come in vertically, right? Because for things I'll explain to you later. So we're on this nice little approach right here, right? Just start slowing down out here.
Yeah.
And we just keep that steep approach. If I hold too much altitude, then I got to do a bunch of catching up. And there's nothing wrong with doing a go-around, okay?
Yeah.
Or changing your landing spot if you tell me. That's what I want. I want a nice little gentle approach so that when I get down here, I don't fall out. I'm already in ground effect.
Yeah.
I don't have to pull a bunch of collective here. See how I'm not pulling a bunch of collective
Yeah.
there? Where you were coming in steep, we gotta go
pulled quite a
yank,
bit,
right? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give you controls.
I have control.
You have the controls. And give me a takeoff when you're ready.
Okay.
And we'll do another pattern.
I can try those short ones as well if you want.
Yep, if you want. It's up to you. Let's just make sure we get to the end at 700 feet, then you can make your crosswind, then you can do your downwind.
Forward.
I want to keep these things regimented in a way that the repetition, the way we're doing it, gives you more practice seeing the same thing over and over and over again. That's the whole key concept of safety for a student pilot. Because when I release you by yourself, you're not going to do anything you haven't done 1,000 times already.
Yeah.
Or 100. We won't say 1,000. You're doing pretty good.
Starting to turn.
Williams Sodas traffic, helicopter 28 Echo Hotel, right crosswind, runway 28, Williams Sodas.
Now, you don't have to go all the way out. You can start your downwind, like right in there. You see where those grapevines are at, or whatever they are?
Should I
You can-
start turning out?
Yeah, if you want. If you think you can keep up, I guess we'll find out. Watch your altitude. See how everything's happening faster? Now if we had to auto-rotate, what can I auto-rotate to?
Field over there. Oh, the
Yeah,
airport.
yeah, right there.
Yep.
But if we were to auto-rotate now, would we make it all the way there right now?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I didn't think you would have that
It'll
much.
be
you know.
tight, but it'll be all right.
Traffic, 5, 3 east,
Okay, now you don't have all that time to get to 70 miles an hour, but I definitely want you going to that road
Okay.
and then turning, okay?
Okay. So I'll get on the road now.
That road up there. Because you see where the barn's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, where the doors, that's
Yeah.
the road I want you on. And you see the dealership?
Yeah.
That's where you want to be.
Free Control, Sierra 229, Charlie Foxtrot is departing the pattern to the southeast.
Okay, before we land, everything's operating green and normal. Switches and circuit breakers are set. We're ready to go.
Alpha now entering 45 downwind, 310 for 31 candidate level stop.
Good. Nobody's coming in on final here. We're looking out for traffic because the airplanes are on that side of the airport when we're landing on this runway. Good. Nice.
Williams Sodas traffic, helicopter 28 Echo Hotel, turning final. 28 Williams Sodas.
RPM a little off.
A little off. Watch your altitude. All right, I'm along for the ride. I'm gonna see what happens this time around.
Okay. I don't know why I'm having a hard time to get to the box.
Oh, you're not. Well, you're not having a hard time. You're doing just fine.
It's just the runway looks so long and
Yep.
it's just hard to estimate.
Yep. That's what you're learning right now with all these approaches. Every approach, you're learning something new.
I'm at 55 and 550 feet. That sounds about right.
Yep.
All in the green.
Remember, it's not road. It's a bit of art we're doing now. We're painting a nice picture.
500 feet. You were along for the ride.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Let's get forward. RPM a little off. I think it's gonna be a steep approach again. Nah.
But you're doing great.
RPM off.
See how much collective you had to pull in there?
Yeah.
Yep, that's okay. Not bad. Let's go do another one when you get all stable.
Okay.
Then you take a look at everything, get everything in the green before we take off. Wrong way with the throttle, wrong way with the throttle.
All in the green.
Circling out there, or do you want us to pop it in front of you? Go for it. Williams Sodas traffic, helicopter 28 Echo Hotel. It's right crosswind, runway 28, Williams and Sodas.
Oh, there's a train, look.
I can't see it from here.
What are we looking for here?
The wind direction or the clear?
Yeah, clear traffic, right, coming in on final before we turn base.
Clear.
Look at the power plant, it's really pushing up. Steam
Oh
below.
wow.
Oswego. Good. Again, looking for traffic coming in. How fast should we be about in here?
70.
Yep. It's a little slow. Not too bad though.
Well, on the turns, don't you kind of have to be slow?
No, you can do 80 in the turns. 90,
But then it will be
70.
wider.
It would be, but start your turn earlier. Flying very coordinated. Trim really good, Burke.
Thank you. All in the green. Cameras. Okay. Slow down a little bit.
A little more right pedal.
Going to be steep again, huh?
No, not too bad, not too bad. Nope, this looks good. You're doing good. Just at the end, you just want to slow it down and not have to pull too much collective.
RPM off a little.
That was a little better. what it is at the end you're letting the helicopter get a lot of momentum.
Yeah.
Just slow down a little sooner. That'll keep you from having to do a bunch of that collective pull at the end. It's all right. You're just
Can I
getting
try
more.
quick landing?
Yep, you sure can. In fact, I would suggest that if you're having a hard time getting it in the green, just start over again, just by putting it down, because you're in ground effect now. You can slow way down on the RPM in ground effect. Nice, all the way down. I have control, so you can shake it out.
Okay.
That's like you said, the claw.
Yeah, I feel the ache.
You're doing really good, man. All right, we got time for one more approach, then we gotta go get some gas,
Okay.
and we'll go from there. Ready?
Okay.
Your controls.
I have control.
You have the controls.
All in the green.
And before you go, yep, clear left, clear up, clear right.
$500. Here, full pause correct. Pedals are neutral.
Get forward now.
Forward.
There you go.
As the wind pushes, so I'm trying to get to the left a little.
Yeah, well, maybe. Not much wind.
Really?
Yep. You can see the windsock, and it's coming from the right, if anything.
Oh, that's ETL. That makes me go a little bit right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Translational thrust. I'm really... Oh, no, I won't do that. I was going to throw you off, but I want to go right back to our aiming point markers, okay?
I can do it.
No, you can't.
I trust myself. Can I?
No, I just put us right back at the aiming point markers.
Okay.
You haven't hit. You hit it maybe once today, and it was pretty steep when you did it. So
Okay.
let's just keep practicing that same sight picture, because those are the things I'm going to have you do when I solo you. Right? I'm going to have you do 3 takeoff and landings
Okay.
when I let you go, but I want them all exactly the same, just like we're practicing them.
Okay.
Like I said, if you need more time, you can make your pattern bigger too.
I don't think it's the time. It's just as I'm getting closer, I can't predict how fast or how
Yep,
high I'm going.
every single thing changes, doesn't it? Yep. Every single thing changes. Helicopters are very sophisticated from a standpoint of your flight planning and how far ahead you need to be of the airplane, the helicopter. Like here, I'm already thinking about like my landing, like what it's going to be looking like. Why? Because I have time. I got to get to the road up here, right?
Yeah.
Thinking about my speeds. Where's the wind coming from? What do we do right in here before we get to no man's land?
Take the instruments.
Yep. And if you're doing that already without verbalizing it, it's fine with me. Just make
Okay.
sure you're doing it, okay?
Okay. If we were to have a lower oil pressure, would we have lower power?
We'll talk about emergency procedures later, but you're thinking, no, you wouldn't necessarily unless a couple other things were happening. So we'll talk about those on the ground at some point. Like I said, when you go solo, you'll have all those questions answered. What are we looking for here?
Clear traffic.
Clear of traffic. What are we looking for there?
Clear.
Traffic.
Sodas traffic, helicopter 28 Echo Hotel, base to final, runway 28, Williamson Sodas.
That wasn't a steep turn, was it?
Nope, that was nice. Look at your airspeed, perfect.
Yeah, I tried to keep it 70 this time.
Yeah, just more time in the air if you go slower.
Right about now I have to slow down more.
Good, as you take power out, you're gonna have to add right pedal. Go to more right.
Okay.
Look all the way down the runway now, use your peripheral.
Okay.
That's a little better, we're a little short. So you're just waiting you're waiting too long to slow the helicopter down at the very last like 20 feet or so.
Okay.
That's all you're doing. Alright, what I want to do is air taxi to the fuel pumps.
Okay.
Or not air taxi, hover taxi. Air taxi, something different. We'll do that another day.
So wait,
Skids forward.
air taxiing is
Air taxi is higher, faster,
Okay.
below 100 feet.
forward,
What you're doing now is just a hover taxi.
turn right, here,
A little higher than that hover.
okay.
2 to 4 feet, a little bit higher.
I'm gonna stop here to check.
Good, good. RPM?
Yeah, that could be lower because I'm on ground.
You could be, but I don't want you catching a skid accidentally. I want you to have a little bit of wiggle room
Clear.
for wind.
Oh, we do
Yeah.
it here, okay.
Yeah, because if the wind went away, right, the helicopter's going to dip on you.
Oh,
It's
I
going to catch a skid, and if you're not paying attention, having your skids crooked, you could tip over. So I like 2 to 4 feet, gives you a little bit of wiggle room to deal with gusts. And that's what they want in the standards too. Skids forward, good. A little more skids forward. I'm going to show you what that looks like. My controls. This is skids forward right here. You got to take a picture of that, okay?
Okay.
Because you're flying like this,
Yep.
okay? So I'm going to give it back to you. I'm going to get it in the green real quick. Good. Alright, your controls.
I have control.
Yeah, the controls. And if you keep the RPM where it needs to be, it's much easier to control the helicopter. A little higher. You're looking over the nose, that's why you keep going. You gotta look way out. Right there's a good hover height. Yep, that's pretty good. That's the lowest I ever want you to be.
At the turn, I start getting lower.
Okay. You're working it out. I'm gonna have to be pretty quick on our post flight today because I got another student.
Okay, that's fine. Starting turning to the left.
Good. We're gonna go to this pump right here.
Oh, on the right?
Yep. Watch that tail now. Swinging it around. And you're gonna park right in front of the hose.
Okay, right in front of the hose.
Yeah.
So, the hose on the right, okay.
Okay, that's close enough right there. closer forward.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little backwards.
That's fine. Just
Okay.
put it down right here.
Okay. I'm feeling more shake or
Yep. Good.
I'm just trying to keep it hollow.
What did you just do?
Collecting down? Cycling out?
You took your hand off your collective stick.
I put it down all the way.
Yeah, but what can happen?
Oh, the
It
throttle
can pop up.
attached.
It could do one of these things.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we keep our
Okay.
hand on the collective all the time. All right, so friction lock. Good, 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 good. And then take off the clutch and fuel up the right tank first. We'll put 180 pounds in it.
Okay.
And that is pump 2.
So 10 pound each or 8? 6? No, 6 pound.
You don't worry about it. When we start seeing it get up there, I'll look at it and tell you to stop.
Okay.
And then we'll put the same amount in the left tank. Okay, keep going. A little more.
Engage the clutch slowly.
Yep, engage the clutch. We'll be out of here. I'm gonna fly it because I gotta get on the next
Okay.
lesson. Go ahead.
That lady from Watertown, did she schedule on us?
No, not yet. It's expensive. I didn't expect she will. She might. Who knows? Alright. Good, you can bring it all in. Yeah, just roll it right in. Once it gets to 100, you can just snap it right up. Alright,
Yeah,
cool.
sure.
Friction lock, please, sir. I have the controls. Anybody over there on your side?
Clear.
Thank you.
Are you flying the red one or no?
Yep.
I'll just go back to the garage. Lock.
Yep. Friction lock, please.
Mixture out.
Nope.
Oh, we have to wait
Checklist.
for it to...
Checklist, yep.
Landing. Pull down and friction lock. 2,000 RPM for a minute,
Yep.
which you
Keep your hand
did.
on, keep your hand on the clutch, Dave, even though I haven't. I may do something dumb and take it off.
Sorry.
It's alright. You're learning, man.
Maybe you have it soon, hopefully.
Oh yeah, it will be. You're doing well.
So if you were to leave the collector now, would it jump out?
It could, yeah. And
If
because
it's
it has a correlator, it could bring the engine RPM up, and then the helicopter can take off.
Take off, yeah.
And because there's nobody at the controls, really, and people will panic because it's doing something you don't anticipate.
Yeah.
Okay, you can roll it off. We'll do the next few things. Yep, just follow the checklist. It'll tell you exactly what you need to do.
100.
Good. I'll start getting the Hobbs time and everything.
Okay. My logbook in that bag on the couch. Couch. Bag. Get the trim.